Yeah, that's for sure.
No, we wouldn't. Tyler Milner, who is not the program director, producing
well played, T.
this bad boy. Larry-N-Stafford, I'll let you jump in here. Go ahead, Larry.
Hey, fellas, sometimes just one call from me a day just doesn't do it because I be having a lot of things on my mind. And then y'all touch on some things, and I'm like, damn, I got to call Show and get in his ass about some stuff, man. But, it's real interesting when you go back and you listen to the Caserio interview, when he starts talking in those Harvard and Brown University and all those Ivy League school words like Jack is in charge of acquisitions and whatever and operations and logistics or whatever. He never says, like, if he's in charge of procurement of Q-tips and Band-Aids. He never says if he's, in charge of placing Bibles in players' lockers. He don't talk about how many orange slices the kicker get. So we don't know. We still don't really know what Jack does. He's in charge of does he send everybody car out to Mr. Car Wash and get their cars washed? We don't know. And so that's where Nick is going to get in trouble at when he continues to try to put this safety blanket around Jack. And see, again, obviously he has a role over there. Maybe he cut up Cal's and Hannah's steak over there in River Oaks. I don't know. And maybe he plays his role real well. But protecting him is always going to be an issue because we are never going to forget that they traded 2 number ones and a number 2 for Kenny Stills and Larry Tunsil when Trent Williams was shopping at H-E-B in Siena, and we could have had him for nothing. And Trent Williams is the best left tackle in football right now. We're never going to forget DeAndre Hopkins. We're never going to forget all these things that Jack had a hand in. So it's going to always be hard because once they win 2 Super Bowls, I'm still going to remember that Jack said red fish, blue fish, green fish, and we just from New England, and I'm here. I'm just watching the game, bro. We ain't going to never forget none of that. So that's why it's always going to be difficult. And I said it earlier today. Nick Caserio had a great day today. This was probably his best day as a Texan. And I told Sean and everybody earlier, he can make it even better if his ass put on about 50 pounds and start eating some deer meat or something. Because it'll make us all feel like that he don't walk into a dark room and walk into a bat coffin and close the door and don't come back out to sunlight. So he can make these little changes that he can become, somebody that we can all really get behind because we want to, as Texans fans, we want to. Clint, I want to say this to you before I get off this phone. I appreciate you going back and listening to that interview 6 times to hear when he was talking about Deshaun Watson because B. Scott and all these boys was on here where Nick Caserio said it's more than not likely that he will ever play for the Texans again. And I'm like, damn, I'm a communication dude, so I listen to everything because I got to be on point when I deal with y'all. And I heard Nick say that is the outside people are having these comments. He didn't never say, well, I've made a decision that I'm going to get rid of Deshaun. I ain't never heard Nick say that because Nick's smarter than that. Because Nick understands what a quarterback he has over there. And if he's going to do anything and he can get whatever he wants for it, he's going to break the bank for it. But if he don't, we're going to see number 4 taking snaps next year because it makes more sense for Brian Flores to have a dog over there in our hall.
I'll holler. That's Larry's not giving up the dream. But, yeah, it was. Clint put on his Columbo hat, and he deciphered that there with Watson.
It hurt my heart. I mean, it did. I thought I had the A scoop, man. I thought I had, wait a minute now. Look here. I got to hear this one more time. And about the 6th time, I was like, oh, damn, I got it. Okay. Yeah, you're right. He wasn't saying, I thought he done let the cat out of the bag. Yeah. I thought he was, come on now.
Clint, there was something that Larry did say that is interesting. Because, like, the beginning of the topic right off was Nick talking about everything that he did in New England and what he does in the press box. And he broke it down. And this from years ago. Broke it down from his early stages up there on the headsets. Broke every piece of it down. But, man, still, even today, when they asked about Larry, when he talked about Jack's role and his duties, and it's always, well, he's just got a lot of There's a lot of different things that he does, and we value him a lot about what it is. But he can remember and give you step by step what he did in New England 20 years ago.
Yeah.
To last year, and they can't. But still, and he's the latest to do it. Never let us know exactly what Jack's role is. Like we know his title, but like as Larry said, he could be slicing orange slices for the kickers. He could be, but he can be so detailed about stuff from 20 years ago, but never as detailed about exactly what he does.
Yeah, the thing is the reason that nobody can in the organization that speaks, the reason you can't pinpoint is because they're tiptoeing all around it. Like that's the crazy part to me is like I don't understand at this point. Like there was a time when Nick first got here and he was going to try to at least control the forced fire that was Jack Easterby in Houston. Saying some things off the cuff to try to get it all wrangled back in. But at this point, I mean, there's no denying that the dude is involved in key decisions in this rebuild, and so I don't know why there's such a hesitancy to just say this is my right hand man. This is Cal's right hand man.
Or to say exactly what he
going
does.
to be involved in every decision, and to some degree, that's made in this organization at the highest level. And that's, we're talking about players, we're talking about coaches, we're talking about the way the front office is structured and the individuals that are kept in the building and the individuals that have left the building. Like, are we not supposed to believe that Jack Easterby had anything to do with what's the gal's name that's in Jacksonville now?
Oh, Amy
Polisic, or that he didn't have anything to do with that move, or are we supposed to believe that Jamie Roots and Jack Easterby didn't have any input just because Cal was the one, I think it was Cal, put out the statement that Jamie Roots was no longer with the organization or was going to move in a different direction? Are we supposed to believe that Jack didn't have any input into that? No. I mean, I know who made the damn decision publicly, but ultimately, Jack's getting paid millions of dollars over there. He's in the owner's hip pocket. He's best friends with the general manager that the owner flew at midnight to go hire. I mean, to think that he's not having input on the third string linebacker and that guy doesn't have to pass Jack Easterby's smell test it's misleading. And it's unfortunate because I just don't know why it's more difficult than, hey, that's who Jackie is, man. Jack's our dude.
Our guy.
That's it, man. That's my guy, and he's going to be in the building.
Yeah. As we said, if you missed any of the Nick Caserio interview, Figgy Fig and Tyler Milner, they've got that coming up next. They'll be doing best of today. And 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock is when you can hear that interview in full.
Yeah. Larry's a good example. A lot of people don't like Larry. But I'm taking Larry's call. Larry brings value to the show. Larry puts solid points out there when he does get through, when Show lets him through.
Hold on, Joe.
I'm just telling you. I got to defend Larry a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm just telling you. He's my guy. He's getting through. See how easy that is, Nick?
Clint, great job. Tyler, great